Samantha Steffen, BTS Arts Program Coordinator at Weber State University in the Arts Learning Collaborative. Today, we are going to explore 3 activities that you can use with your students to examine the relationship between pitch and length. In music, we use the word pitch to describe how high or low a sound is. In general, something that's longer will make a lower pitch than something that's shorter. In this first activity, students are asked to play a melody on a xylophone that follows a melodic contour. For example, this contour goes from low to high, while this contour goes from high to low and then back high again. Students have to decipher the shape, whether the melody moves by steps, skips, or leaps, and how to plot their melody on their xylophone. Let's play this contour. We can see this contour goes from low to high by skip, by playing each note twice. Since these contours don't specify what notes to play, there aren't right or wrong answers, but I do need to make sure I have enough notes higher than my starting point to play the melody without running out of bars. I need one skip higher, followed by another skip higher. So I could play my melody like this. Like this. Like this. And so on. Students can do this individually or in pairs. One extension would be to ask students to come up with more than one melody that fits the given contour. Over time, you might show students how a melodic contour can translate to notes on a staff and still keep its shape. Advanced students might be able to play a melody from a familiar song and identify what it is or add rhythms to their melodies. In this second activity, students are asked to respond on paper. I've given students a picture of a xylophone and asked them to label certain bars that play the lowest sound, the highest sound, and a skip higher than the lowest sound. I've then asked some fill-in-the-blank questions about the relationship between pitch and length and asked them to compare 2 instruments. This worksheet allows me to assess students' basic understanding of length and pitch. Finally, our third activity asks students to compose musical ideas. In this activity, each student gets a set of composition cards. I have 4 pairs of cards here that say low, lower, high, and higher. In this activity, I ask students to write a melody using their 8 composition cards and play it using 4 boomwhackers. Because my cards don't say specific notes, it doesn't matter what 4 boomwhackers they use as long as they're all different. They have to decipher which boomwhacker is for each card based on what they know about pitch and length, and then play their melody. Then they rearrange their cards and start again. Again, the students can do this individually or in pairs, and there aren't right or wrong answers as long as they're playing their lowest note for their lowest card and so on. For younger students, I might limit their melodies to 4 cards instead of 8, simplify which boomwhackers students can choose from, and provide more guidance about which boomwhacker goes with which card. For older students, I might ask them to also add rhythm to their compositions or to perform a partner's melody. A great benefit to composition activities like this is they're a low-stakes entry point to creating musical ideas in an informal way. They can be less intimidating than the traditional idea of composing and are more accessible to our students who put pressure on themselves to find the one best answer. These are just 3 activities that ask students to apply their knowledge of pitch and length. I hope you have fun listening to your students create music and explore the science of sound in your classroom.